Yes, Aditi, please come in.
Hello.
Yes, सभी
Am
को
I-
नमस्कार।
Sorry, I'm not able to hear you.
SCRT हरियाणा के स्कूल लीडरशिप डिपार्टमेंट की तरफ से हम आपका इस ऑनलाइन लेक्चर सीरीज के अगले भाग में स्वागत करते हैं। मान में सम्मान के योग्य वर्दी डायरेक्टर SCRT श्री संवर्तक सिंह जी की मार्गदर्शन में मैडम श्रीमती सरोज दहिया जी डिप्टी डायरेक्टर व श्री सुनील बजाज जी एडिशनल डायरेक्टर, श्री वीरेंद्र सिंह नारा जी डिप्टी डायरेक्टर की देखरेख में और उनके मार्गदर्शन में ये लेक्चर सीरीज हमने स्टार्ट की है, जिसके दूसरे भाग में आज हम एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक पे, जिसमें सभी स्टेक होल्डर्स के लिए कुछ ना कुछ ऐड ऑन किया है, उसकी शुरुआत हम करने जा रहे हैं। और इस जो सीरीज का आज का लेक्चर है वो हमारा एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट करियर के रूप में लॉ एज ए करियर स्टूडेंट्स कैसे चूज करें और कैसे हमारे स्कूल लीडर्स और बाकी स्टेक होल्डर्स उनको गाइड कर सकते हैं, उनको इस प्रोफेशन में जाने के लिए उत्साहित कर सकते हैं, और किस प्रकार हम इस लेक्चर सीरीज के माध्यम से सभी स्टेक होल्डर्स को इसमें इन्वॉल्व कर सकते हैं। इस पे ज्यादा प्रकाश डालने के लिए मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट स्कूल लीडरशिप मैडम सुशीला धनखड़ जी से कि वो अपने विचार इस बारे में आगे रखें। मैडम सुशीला धनखड़ जी।
थैंक यू दिनेश। सम्मानीय निदेशक SCRT श्री संवर्तक जी, एडिशनल डायरेक्टर श्री सुनील बजाज जी, डिप्टी डायरेक्टर मैम सरोज दहिया जी एंड डिप्टी डायरेक्टर सर वीरेंद्र नारा जी। आज का हमारे इस प्रोग्राम में हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए सभी स्कूल एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स, लीडर्स, टीचर्स, पेरेंट्स एंड स्टूडेंट्स, आप सबका इस वेबिनार में स्वागत है। और जैसा कि आप सभी जानते हैं कि हम अपने लाइव वेबिनार्स के माध्यम से बच्चों तक विभिन्न प्रकार के अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम उन तक हम पहुंचाते हैं। तो आज का जो हमारा प्रोग्राम है कि जो हमारा NEP का विजन है कि बच्चे जो हैं वो अपने एजुकेशन के बाद व्यवसाय से जुड़े, तो हमारा पूरा प्रयास रहता है कि हम अपने इस वेबिनार्स के माध्यम से बच्चों तक विभिन्न प्रकार के व्यवसायों के बारे में उन्हें हम बता सकें कि कैसे वो अपने आजीविका को आगे चला सकें। तो इस कड़ी में आज हमारे साथ जुड़ी हुई हैं अदिति जी, जो खुद एक लीगल एडवाइजर हैं और वो खुद क्योंकि लॉ बैकग्राउंड से हैं, तो वो आज हमारे साथ जुड़ी हैं और वो बच्चों तक ये और पेरेंट्स तक हम ये इंफॉर्मेशन पहुंचाना चाहते हैं अपने टीचर्स के माध्यम से कि किस तरीके से बच्चे जो हैं वो लॉ को एज ए करियर अपनाएं और कितनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज आजकल लॉ में है। पहले हम सिर्फ लॉ करते थे तो समझते थे कि जब हमने कानून पढ़ा तो हमें सिर्फ वकील बनना है, लेकिन आज इतने ऑप्शंस हैं जो आपके सामने अदिति जी अभी बताएंगी। तो मैं वेलकम अदिति जी इन आवर वेबिनार। तो हमारी स्पीकर हमारे साथ जुड़ चुकी हैं, तो इसी के साथ मैं आग्रह करूंगी मैडम डिप्टी डायरेक्टर सरोज दहिया जी हमारे साथ जुड़ी हुई हैं कि मैडम आप आज के इस वेबिनार के लिए हमें कुछ गाइडेड वर्ड्स दें। थैंक यू।
धन्यवाद सुशीला जी। आज के इस वेबिनार की मुख्य अतिथि और वक्ता जो है अदिति जी और SL लिविंग से दिनेश फोगाट जी। आज का जो कार्यक्रम है वो माननीय निदेशक श्री संवर्तक सिंह जी के नेतृत्व में किया जा रहा है, जिसका मुख्य उद्देश्य है कि बच्चे अलग अलग कैरियर ऑप्शन के बारे में जानें। मेकिंग ए डिफरेंस विद लॉ, ए कैरियर दैट मैटर, कैरियर बाय चॉइस। हम ये जानते हैं कि हम जीवन में जो भी करियर का चुनाव करते हैं वो या तो करियर बाय चॉइस होता है या करियर बाय चांस होता है। जब करियर बाय चॉइस हम लेते हैं तो हमें उस जिस करियर में हम जाने जा रहे हैं या जो करियर को हम चॉइस कर रहे हैं उसके बारे में पूर्ण जानकारी हो। इसके लिए आज के वेबिनार का जो आयोजन किया जा रहा है कि कानून की जानकारी और कानून को जो है करियर के रूप में चुनने के लिए क्या क्या ऑप्शन हो सकते हैं, वो अदिति जी जो कि एक लीगल एडवाइजर भी हैं, आज के इस वेबिनार के माध्यम से हमारे बच्चे जागरूक हों कि केवल ये ना माने कि केवल हमने एलएलबी कर ली और कहीं किसी कोर्ट में जाके हमने वकालत शुरू कर दी। लॉ को जब हम करियर के रूप में चॉइस करते हैं तो क्या क्या अन्य ऑप्शन हो सकते हैं। जैसे विज्ञान का बच्चा कई बार ये मान लेता है कि मुझे डॉक्टर बनना है और जबकि बहुत सारे चॉइस होते हैं। इसी तरह से अगर कॉमर्स को हम जब कैरियर के रूप में लेते हैं तो कई बार बच्चे ये मान लेता है कि मुझे बीकॉम एमकॉम करनी है और उसके बाद किसी ने कहीं अकाउंट्स का काम देखना है या सीए करना, जबकि हर फील्ड में अलग अलग चॉइस होती हैं, अलग अलग बहुत सारे ऐसे एरियाज होते हैं जिनमें हम काम कर सकते हैं। तो वो आज का जो हमारा वेबिनार है उसका मुख्य उद्देश्य यही है कि लॉ को एज ए करियर कैसे हम, क्या क्या हमारे स्कोप हैं, क्या क्या ऑप्शन है, उन सब चीज़ों के बारे में आज जानेंगे। तो मैं ज़्यादा समय न लेते हुए एसएलए विंग का माननीय निदेशक का और आज के हमारे मुख्य अतिथि का जो है परिषद परिवार की तरफ से स्वागत करते हुए इस आशा के साथ कि आपकी जानकारी से हमारे बच्चे जो है वो लाभान्वित होंगे और कानून की जो है एज ए कैरियर उनको ज़्यादा जानकारी मिलेगी और इससे बच्चे जो है उसका आपके अनुभवों का लाभ उठाएंगे। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत। थैंक यू।
Thank you, madam. Respected Deputy Director Srimati Saroj Daya ji, for showing us the exact path. And I request Ms. Aditi Mehta ji to also please take care of these visionary words of our worthy Deputy Director, ma'am. And I also request Aditi ji to be bilingual somewhere, because in our schools and in our administration, bilingual are preferred as a language of communication. So now I welcome Ms. Aditi Mehta, who is a legal consultant in a reputed firm, and she will be deliberating on a very important topic where she will not be able to describe law as a career, but the role of law in our society also. I hope this lecture is going to be very, very interesting and very, very enlightening for all the stakeholders. Now I request Madam Aditi Mehta ji to please take over and please start up with your presentation.
Thank you so much. Thank you all the teachers and all the faculty members for letting me join and inviting me to such a prestigious occasion and to deliver a lecture on making a difference with law, a career that matters. So, good morning, everyone. Today, we are going to talk about something which is beyond our textbooks and courtrooms. हमें ये किताबों में या कोर्ट रूम्स में नहीं सिखाया जाता, बट हम इसको आज एक्सप्लोर करने वाले हैं, लर्न करने वाले हैं और समझने वाले हैं कि लॉ एज अ करियर कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है आपकी लाइफ में और आप आगे इसको परस्यू कैसे कर सकते हैं। वी आर गोइंग टू एक्सप्लोर हाउ अ करियर इन लॉ इज नॉट जस्ट अ जॉब। ये केवल एक जॉब नहीं है, इट्स अ पावरफुल पाथ टू मेक अ रियल डिफरेंस इन सोसाइटी। ये एक पावरफुल पाथ है जो आपकी सोसाइटी में आपको हेल्प करेगा ग्रो करने के लिए। We firstly need to understand the power of law. Law is not just a set of rules. It is the foundation of our society. It shapes the way we live, protect our rights, resolve conflicts, and promote justice. Law एक ऐसा जरिया है जिसके थ्रू हम अपने राइट्स को बचा सकते हैं, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट जो समाज में होते हैं उसको रोक सकते हैं और जस्टिस को आगे प्रमोट कर सकते हैं। लॉ मेंटेन्स ऑर्डर इन अ डेमोक्रेटिक सोसाइटी। जब हम बात करते हैं एक डेमोक्रेटिक सोसाइटी में रहने के लिए, तब क्या जरूरी है? तब जरूरी है कि आप लॉ को फॉलो करें। लॉ मेंटेन्स ऑर्डर इन अ डेमोक्रेटिक सोसाइटी। टू लिव इन अ डेमोक्रेटिक सोसाइटी we need to maintain law. It acts as a safeguard for the weak. जो लोग weak है, weak category में आते हैं, जो लोग helpless हैं, law उन्हें protect करता है और उनको बढ़ावा देता है कि वो अपनी सुरक्षा खुद कर सके. It acts as a safeguard for the weak. It gives people the power to speak for the injustice and fight for the injustice and demand change. The change is a very vital, important role in the society. And to change the society, we need law. We need law to maintain its dignity and barriers. So, there are many types of lawyers present in this world. I'm talking about all over the world. We have constitutional lawyers defending free speech. They defend free speech. Environment lawyers holding polluters accountable. Human rights lawyers working to end discrimination or protect refugees all over the world. They are very important. Law as a tool for social change. जो law है वो work करता है as a tool for social change. और social change को लाने के लिए there are law reformers, which are also known as advocates, lawyers, legal advisors, which help you to change the world, to change social image of the world. Some of the most transformative moments in history has been driven by the law. आप देख सकते हैं कि बहुत बहुत बड़े बड़े केसेस जो इंडिया में लैंडमार्क केसेस के नाम से जाने जाते हैं, उनके जो रिफॉर्मर्स हैं वो लॉयर्स हैं. Without lawyers, without people from legal background, it would have not been possible to change the shape of society today. For example, we have right to education under Article 21A. हम इसको देख सकते हैं इन केस उन्नी कृष्णा वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ आंध्र प्रदेश इन 1993 की बात है, फॉलोड बाय 86th कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट जो 2002 में हुआ था. इसके द्वारा राइट टू एजुकेशन आ सका इंडिया में. And behind these all things, lawyers plays a very important role. Protection of women from domestic violence, एक PIL के थ्रू लॉन्च किया गया था. Domestic violence against 2005 के थ्रू. Environment protection, हम इसको देख सकते हैं केस MC मेहता वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया में. And the abolition of triple talaq, जो शाह बानो केस वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया में भी आप देख पाएंगे. ये सारे reforms, all these reforms have been possible because law plays a very important role in social change. Through these all things, social change has been possible today. Lawyers काम करते हैं bridge के तरह, जो people suffer कर रहे हैं ताकि उनको justice मिल सके. Lawyers are often bridge between sufferings and justice, जो कि आज बहुत important है. Today, we're gonna learn that why do we really need law? Why do you think we really need law? Yes, we really need law to maintain order in society. Without laws, society will become chaotic and violent. अगर laws ना हो, regulations ना हो, तो society एक chaotic and violent state बन जाएगा. तो उनको regulate करने के लिए law is a very important tool, very important thing that resides in today's era. In ancient times also we have seen it. It's prevalent that without laws, the society, the civil society was a chaotic place. इंडिया आज के टाइम पे इंडिया की जो पॉपुलेशन है वो 1.4 बिलियन पीपल से ज्यादा है और विदाउट लॉ इट वुड हैव बीन chaotic. लॉ के बिना ये chaotic बन जाता पूरा स्टेट. कैन वी जस्ट गो बैक टू द थर्ड स्लाइड? Yes, thank you so much. Law regulate anarchy and resolve dispute peacefully. जो लॉ है वो anarchy को रेगुलेट करता है ताकि जो डिस्प्यूट है वो पीसफुली सॉल्व हो सके. अभी हम थोड़ा सीखेंगे कि why do we really need law? लॉ है क्या? लॉ किस चीज को प्रिवेंट करता है? जस्टिस के लिए, फंडामेंटल राइट्स, गवर्नमेंट को रेगुलेट करने के लिए. उसके बाद हम धीरे धीरे इस टॉपिक में आगे बढ़ते जाएंगे कि हम लॉ को एज अ करियर कैसे परस्यू कर सकते हैं. अब टू मेंटेन ऑर्डर इन सोसाइटी का एक एग्जाम्पल देते हैं. ट्रैफिक लॉज प्रिवेंट एक्सीडेंट्स एंड chaos ऑन roads. अगर ट्रैफिक रूल्स नहीं होते, इफ देयर हैव नॉट बीन एनी ट्रैफिक रूल्स, ट्रैफिक लॉज, ट्रैफिक लाइट्स और which regulates traffic, तो there have been accidents and chaos all over the country. तो उनको रेगुलेट करने के लिए ट्रैफिक रूल्स और ट्रैफिक लॉज बनाए गए. तो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट ताकि हम एक सिविक सोसाइटी को चला सकें. Second we go is to uphold justice and equality. Law ensures that everyone is treated fairly. Law is essential to uphold justice and equality. Law provides a system for resolving disputes fairly and equitably. It holds everyone regardless of power or status accountable under same rules. Law की नजर में everybody is equal. It doesn't matter कि आप एक rich person हैं या आप एक poor person हैं. जो law है accounts everybody equal on the same pedestal. And third we go is to protect fundamental rights. Law safeguards fundamental rights. जो fundamental rights है, they are our by birth. Fundamental rights protect us, protects our rights, protects our dignity from the unfair practices in the society. And one can prevail and protect their fundamental rights by moving and knocking the door of the courts. Law safeguards fundamental rights like freedom of speech, religion, and privacy. Without law, powerful groups could easily suppress others. पहले 7 fundamental rights हुआ करते थे, but after amendments, there are only 6 fundamental rights. Right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational right, right to constitutional remedies, and जो originally 7th fundamental right था हमारा, that was right to property, जो amend हो गया 44th amendment की उससे, and now वो एक legal right है under article 300A. To regulate government power, 4th point पे आएंगे, to regulate government power, law ensures that government function within its limit. तो जो लॉ है इट नॉट ओनली रेगुलेट, वो सिर्फ आम जनता को ही रेगुलेट नहीं करता है, बट गवर्नमेंट और गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल पावर्स को भी रेगुलेट करता है ताकि वो अपनी लिमिट में फंक्शन कर सके. क्योंकि इन डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम कोर्ट्स कैन चेक अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एक्ट्स ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू चेक द अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एक्ट्स ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट ताकि एक फेयर सिस्टम एस्टैब्लिश हो सके. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Can we move to the next slide? If we talk about Indian legal system, मुझे सबको पता है कि इंडियन जो लीगल सिस्टम है उनके 3 important organ होते हैं. That is legislature, executive and judiciary. And if we talk about legislature, it is a law making body. Legislature एक law making body है गवर्नमेंट की जो laws बनाता है, laws enact करता है. The legislature is also called the parliament at the national level and the state legislature at the state level. I know you all know the structure of the legislature, which is union level, Parliament of India, Lok Sabha, House of People, lower house, Rajya Sabha, Council of States, upper house. It is in the state level and the national level. जो main function है legislature का, that is to make laws and to control over the executives, and its financial powers are to control the country's finances, annual budget बनाता है, approve करता है taxes government के. तो जो law making body है वो सिर्फ legislature ही है. हम आते हैं executives पे. The executives is the branch of the government responsible for implementing and enforcing law made by the legislature. जो legislatures law बनाते हैं वो executive आगे implement करते हैं. हमारे एग्जीक्यूटिव कैटेगरीज में आ जाते हैं प्रेसिडेंट, गवर्नर, प्राइम मिनिस्टर, चीफ मिनिस्टर, काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स, सिविल सर्वेंट्स एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव मशीनरी, both union at state level. The main function of the executives are to implementation of laws. The primary duty of the executive is to enforce laws passed by the legislature. Government departments, police and administration offices ensures the laws are followed on the ground. For example, if Parliament passes a law banning single-use plastic, the executive answers that ban is forced across the country. अगर law बनता है legislature के through कि आप single-use plastics को ban कीजिए, तो जो executive है वो उस law को implement करेगी. That's the role of the executive. And then we come to the judiciary. That is again a very important organ of the country, of the government. Judiciary is the branch that interprets the laws, resolves disputes, and safeguards the Constitution and the citizens' right. Together, the legislature and the executives, it completes the doctrine of separation of powers. There is a doctrine of separation of powers. Law में एक doctrine है, which is known as doctrine of separation of powers, जो ये बोलता है कि हर एक power जो Indian legal system में present है, वो एक दूसरे से separate होनी चाहिए और एक दूसरे पर एक checks and balances का rule apply करना चाहिए. Where legislature can check executive and judiciary can check executive and legislature. And judiciary works as an independent body. तो ये है स्ट्रक्चर है हमारा इंडियन लीगल सिस्टम का. दैट इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, जो कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है टू मेक एंड डिफाइन लॉज इन इंडिया. जुडिशरी के पास पावर होती है जुडिशियल रिव्यू की भी. कोर्ट्स कैन रिव्यू एक्शंस ऑफ द लेजिस्लेचर एंड एग्जीक्यूटिव, इंश्योर्स नो लॉ और एक्शन इज आर्बिट्री और अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल. डिस्प्यूट रेजोल्यूशंस की पावर होती है सेटल डिस्प्यूट्स बिटवीन इंडिविजुअल्स, citizens and government, center and states. हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. Can we move to the next slide? And if we talk about Indian judicial codes, fifth slide, yes, thank you so much. If we talk about Indian judicial codes, there are 3 courts and 3 hierarchy, which is Supreme Court, High Court and District Courts. Now, अब हम इसमें बात करेंगे कि through Indian judicial codes, what is the career persuasion? हमारा career persuasion कैसे change हो सकता है, कैसे बदल सकता है? If we talk about the Supreme Court of India is the highest judicial authority. ये इंडिया की सबसे highest judicial authority है. It is the guardian of the Constitution and the protector of fundamental rights. जो Supreme Court है, ये protect करता है हमारे Constitution को. ये गार्डियन है हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के लिए और प्रोटेक्ट करता है हमारे फंडामेंटल राइट्स. प्रोवाइड्स द हाईएस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर लीगल प्रैक्टिस. इट प्रोवाइड्स द हाईएस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर द लीगल प्रैक्टिस. अगर जो भी लोग लॉ परस्यू करते हैं, आगे लीगल प्रैक्टिस करना चाहते हैं, तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट सबसे हाईएस्ट प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां पे आप लीगली प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं. लॉयर्स कैन प्रैक्टिस बिफोर द सुप्रीम कोर्ट आफ्टर क्वालिफाइंग एज एन एडवोकेट ऑन रिकॉर्ड. जब आप एक एडवोकेट बन जाते हैं आफ्टर डूइंग लॉ फॉर 3 or 5 years, तब आप लीगली एंटाइटल्ड होते हैं कि आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट में वर्क कर सके या किसी भी कोर्ट्स में वर्क कर सके. सुप्रीम कोर्ट इज द हाईएस्ट हायरार्की. Being part of Supreme Court proceeding exposes advocates to complex constitutional and legal issues. जब आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट की प्रोसीजर्स को देखते हैं, once there was an opportunity for me to come to Supreme Court and to witness legal proceedings through my college, it was a pleasure to watch. आप वहां पे देख सकते हैं कि advocates, how do they argue, how do they present their case in front of the judges, और वो क्या hierarchy है, क्या system है, that is very interesting. Or if the people who want to pursue law are really interested how Supreme Court, High Courts and District Courts work and are really interested in it, can do law, this is the right path for them to choose. Being part of Supreme Court proceeding exposes advocate to complex constitutional and legal issues, helping them grow professionally. They recognizes legal excellence in people. Many senior advocates are designated based on merit and contribution to law. Appointments of the Supreme Court bench from the bar shows a clear path for lawyers to become judges. तो बार से सिलेक्शन भी होती है लॉयर्स की सुप्रीम कोर्ट में एज अ जज के लिए. That again you have to go through the process. Then you have to do your LLB. If additionally you want to do LLM, then you can do, and then you pursue to be an advocate. It encourages constitutional litigation and PILs, allows young lawyers and activists to take up public interest litigations for social change. अगर आपको social change लाना है, then PIL is the best option. And PIL आप issue करते हैं, it's public interest litigation. It is always filed for the people and to bring a social change. If you have the feeling that you can change the society and you can transform the society and make a change in it, then you can be a good lawyer, then you can be a good advocate, then you can be a good legal advisor, you can be a good legal consultant. And for all that, this is the right path if you want to choose. These cases help lawyers build a reputation and shape legal reforms. Law graduates can work as judicial clerks or research analysts with Supreme Court judges. There are many opportunities where legal consultants and law graduates can work as research and assistants with Supreme Court judges. It's a very good opportunity if you want to follow this path, if you are too much into this path. This gives direct exposure to legal reasoning, drafting, and courtroom procedures. There are many famous legal careers which has been derived, which are, I will like to give you some examples, which are Nani Palkiwala, Pali Nirman, Harsh Saleh, Indra Jai Singh, Mukul Rastogi, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, also known as for the progressive judgments and legal clarity. They are the minds, they are the visions which we look forward to. And if we go to the next, yes. So there are many important laws which we need to study, which we need the clarity upon. So we have Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita, Bharatiya Sankhyan Adhiniyam. They are the new laws. ये 3 new laws जो पार्लियामेंट ने पास किए हैं. They are the 3 new laws जिन्होंने पुराने laws को सरपास किया है. पुराने laws के बदले में ये 3 new laws आए हैं जिनके अंदर बहुत ज्यादा स्कोप है, पॉसिबिलिटीज है for the new future, for the new lawyers, for the new graduates. I'll tell you how. There are 3 new laws which has been replaced. For example, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita has been replaced with Indian Penal Code, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita with CRPC, and Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam with evidence. It can be highly beneficial for law as a career. It gives new opportunities in legal interpretation. These laws has not been interpreted yet. So there is many new opportunities for young lawyers, for young minds to come forward and interpret these laws. Can we go back to the slide? Important laws. That's 6th slide. Yes, thank you. Since BNS is a new criminal code, there is no established case law yet. Lawyers, judges, and academicians will play a key role in interpreting its sections, providing fresh legal challenge and opportunities for the new people. There is a demand for updated legal knowledge. Legal knowledge के लिए एक बहुत demand बढ़ गया है because of the new laws. All lawyers, judges, and law students must now learn the BNS from scratch. All the new laws अब scratch से सीखे जाएंगे, whether they are judges, advocates, new lawyers, or anybody who is trying to pursue the career. These 3 new laws has to be learned from the scratch. So it is a very good opportunity for now that people come to this path, learn new laws, and interpret them according to them. There are no case laws yet, and they can become the future of the country. All lawyers, judges, and law students must now learn these laws. Young lawyers who study the new law thoroughly can stand out and guide others unfamiliar with it. यहाँ पे there is academic and research scope also. Law teachers and students have the chance to write books, commentaries, and research papers on these new laws. New legal literature is in demand. There is a much more demand of legal literature if you want to pursue the career in law as a teacher, as an LLM professor, or as a legal scholar. Then it is a very good opportunity to write new books on this. If you master the law, if you master a law, subject, then you can write a book on it. If you're very much interested in academics, new legal literature is in demand, opening doors for legal writers and educators all over India. Now, these new laws have given a clarity and simplification also. It removes the colonial language and uses simpler, more Indianized terminology. This makes it easier for lawyers and law students to understand, apply, and explain the law very easily. There is a need for training and legal awareness also. With new laws, there is a growing demand for training programs, legal workshops, public legal education. Law graduates now can build career in legal consultancy, NGOs, and policy making also. Change in law is a turning point in the Indian legal system. For young professionals, it opens new paths to leadership and making a difference in the society right now. There are many subjects, many important laws, but these three new laws have opened doors for people. They can just come and follow this path, can be a law graduate and can learn new laws and can reform the world completely. There is again, we have the Constitution of India. The Constitution of India is not only the foundation of Indian democracy, but the cornerstone of the legal career in the country. There are many career opportunities in the constitutional law. There is litigation practice in constitutional law. Litigation practice कर सकते हैं आप constitutional courts में as a constitutional lawyers. Judicial services की तैयारी कर सकते हैं, civil judge, district judge, etc. There is academia and research in constitutional law. Policy and legislature drafting roles भी बहुत majorly play कर सकते हैं.
Yes, Miss Aditi, you're right, and I request you that this point should be focused and elaborated accurately and appropriately for our students' parts also.
Yes, sir.
How,
sure.
how they can go for career as a law after doing their 12th or after their graduation if they have missed in first year.
Yes. The next, all the following points are on your career.
Right.
The early was focusing on how law matters, what is really the law is. That is very important to learn before. Now, if we go to the, yes, can we just go, yes, traditional careers, 9th slide. Yes. So if we are talking about law, as in advocates and our traditional careers, how can we pursue it? The question arises that why to choose law as a career in India? How can we choose law? Why is law important? Law important क्यों? Because it gives respectable and impactful profession है ये बहुत ज़्यादा. एक respectable and impactful profession है. A legal career in India offers you a wide range of respectable and impactful profession, each playing a vital role in upholding justice, which protects rights and shapes society. Right? There are judges. You can be a judge, a judicial officer. They are highly esteemed for impracticality and authority, delivers justice, interpret laws, and set legal precedents. Supreme Court and High Court judges influence national policies and uphold constitutional value. So it is a very good opportunity if you want to be an authority, if you want to be an authoritative position. Judicial services are the best option for them. If you want to go on a litigation, you want to be an advocate, that is a very other good option as a traditional careers in law. Advocates, lawyers known for defining rights and representing the voiceless. There are civil, criminal, constitutional, and corporate environmental litigation lawyers in India. There are public prosecutors. You can be a public prosecutor. Public prosecutors work for government, work on behalf of the state to prosecute criminal offenders. They uphold law and order, ensures justice for the victims. Plus, if अगर इंडिया में इंडियन जुडिशियल कोर्ट्स में कोई भी एग्रीव पार्टी जाती है and they say कि हमारे पास, if they do not have money, if they do not have enough money, to fight for the justice. Then the court provides them public prosecutors. They are government lawyers, as in the layman language, government lawyers who protect your rights. If you want to be a government lawyer, there's a very good there are exams which you just can crack and just become the legal advisor and the public prosecutor in the country. There are legal advisors, counsels in corporate or government sectors also. They are valued for strategic legal advice, ensures legal compliance, prevents litigation, protects the public and private interests also. There are legal aid lawyers as well. जो legal aid या human rights lawyers होते हैं. They are admired for social commitment and dedicated to justice. They work for marginalized communities, protect fundamental rights, and bring legal reforms. It is a very good scope if you want to be human rights lawyers. Human rights lawyers are also required in United Nations. United Nations fronts hire human rights lawyers, and the salary package is amazing. So if you want to work for the humanity, if you want to work for the marginalized communities and protect their fundamental rights, you can be a legal aid or human rights lawyer. It is a very good opportunity and has a very good consistent growth in it. Legal academical professors. They guide future legal professionals and contributes to legal scholarships. They shape legal education policy and thought leaders. You can be a lecturer, you can be a professor, you can educate other people, you can educate other young minds if you want to go academically in the profession. There are many judicial services. There are UPSC examinations which a lawyers can easily crack because they have all the wit, all the knowledge, and including law. It is a very good opportunity. If you learn law, then you are eligible for every judicial exam, for every other exams, for every competitive exams. In judicial services, there are government positions with integrity and authority also. If we talk about litigation, let's start the traditional careers with litigation, advocates, district courts, high courts, and Supreme Court. Right now, अभी मैंने आपको एक overview दिया है कि आप क्या-क्या बन सकते हैं. अभी हम इसको precisely आगे समझेंगे कि लिटिगेशन एडवोकेट्स हम कैसे बन सकते हैं, इसका प्रोसीजर क्या है, जुडिशियल सर्विसेज में या जज बनने के लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, उसका प्रोसीजर क्या है, एक लीगल एडवाइजर कैसे बन सकते हैं, हम इसको अब डिटेल में समझेंगे. स्टार्ट करते हैं हम लिटिगेशन एडवोकेट से. लिटिगेशन इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट ट्रेडिशनल एंड पावरफुल पार्ट इन लीगल प्रोफेशन. अगर हम एक लीगल प्रोफेशन की बात करते हैं, जो लिटिगेशन और एडवोकेट्स है, लिटिगेशन एडवोकेट मतलब जो लीगली प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं कोर्ट में, डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट में, हाई कोर्ट में, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में, हम कैसे बन सकते हैं ये. इसकी एजुकेशन इन्वॉल्व करती है LLB डिग्री. आप 3 years की LLB डिग्री कर सकते हैं, आप 5 years की LLB डिग्री कर सकते हैं इंटीग्रेटेड कोर्सेज के थ्रू. दिस इज द क्राइटेरिया. Enroll with a state council after clearing all the Indian bar examination. आपको एक स्टेट बार काउंसिल के साथ और इंडियन बार काउंसिल के साथ एनरोल करना पड़ता है. एक AIBE का एग्जामिनेशन है जिसको आप कर देते हैं और उसके बाद it is then you can practice in the courts. वो आपको एलिजिबल बनाता है कि आप एक लिटिगेशन एडवोकेट बन सकते हैं, एक प्रैक्टिसिंग एडवोकेट बन सकते हैं. To follow the litigation path, it is important to know that what does litigators do. अब lawyers करते क्या हैं, हमें ये जानना भी बहुत जरूरी है. They draft documents. जो advocates होते हैं वो आपके rights के लिए लड़ते हैं, वो एक documents draft करते हैं. Petitions, plaints, writs, appeal, affidavit. They appear in the court on the behalf of the client. जो एडवोकेट्स होते हैं दे अपीयर कोर्ट में अपियर करते हैं आपके क्लाइंट के बिहाफ पे, आर्ग्यू करते हैं उनका केस, एडवाइस क्लाइंट ऑन लीगल राइट्स, अपने क्लाइंट्स को एडवाइस करते हैं कि उनके लीगल राइट्स क्या है, रेमेडीज क्या है एंड रिस्क्स क्या है. एक लीगल रिसर्च कंडक्ट करते हैं. एडवोकेट हैज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड अ वेरी वाइड रोल in Indian litigation, in Indian law system. Negotiations hai, settlements hai, represent clients in arbitration hai. Lawyers have a wide range of roles. If you are interested, if you see people in the black coats, if you see people designate the judges, if you see people walking around with dignity, then litigation advocate is the right path to follow. If you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be the future minds of India, it is most traditional and a most best way to fight for justice, not just for yourself, but for the people around you. There is a career growth also. Junior advocates with 0 to 3 years work under a senior assistant in research and drafting. जब आप एक जूनियर एडवोकेट होते हैं, आपको एक्सपीरियंस होता है 0 to 3 years का, तब आप वर्क करते हैं एक सीनियर एडवोकेट के अंडर, असिस्ट इन रिसर्च एंड ड्राफ्टिंग, तब आप उनको असिस्ट करते हैं. आप एक इंडिपेंडेंट प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं एक लॉयर बनने के बाद, जिसके लिए आपको 3 to 6 years लगते हैं टू टेक ओन क्लासेस, केसेस एंड बिल्ड क्लाइंट्स. आपको उसके लिए क्लाइंट सिस्टम बनाना पड़ता है और आप आगे बहुत चीजें परस्यू कर सकते हैं. खुद अपनी लिटिगेशन प्रैक्टिस शुरू करते हैं, चेम्बर्स ले सकते हैं. इट इज अ वेरी गुड अपॉर्चुनिटीज फॉर यंग पीपल who want to barge as young lawyers and young advocates of the country. There is also established litigator. जब आप एक बहुत established litigator होते हैं with 7+ years of experience, then you can appear in high court, argue complex matters. ये तो हम district courts में तो आप young lawyers practice कर सकते हैं, but to practice in high courts you need to be established litigator with 7+ of years experience. Then comes designated senior advocates, जिनके पास 15 years plus का knowledge होता है और experience होता है. Recognizes for expertise, appears in constitutional benches. They can also advise judges and the senior judges in the cases. So it is a very good and a very enlightening path to follow. अब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं जुडिशियल सर्विसेज में. आप जुडिशियल सर्विसेज की तैयारी कैसे करते हैं? यंग माइंड या यंग लॉयर्स अगर और पेरेंट्स, if they want their kids to pursue for judiciary, then what all it needs to prepare for judicial services. इसकी eligibility criteria है LLB degree with 3 or 5 years from a recognized university. Some states may require enrollment with the State Bar Council also. There are exams conducted by individual states, public service commissions और high courts. बहुत से एग्जामिनेशन होते हैं जो कि कंडक्ट करवाए जाते हैं इंडिविजुअल स्टेट से, पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन करवाती है एंड हाई कोर्ट्स करवाते हैं कुछ एग्जाम्स. So there are many examinations which a aspiring law student can pursue for judicial services. There are 3 stages of examination if you want to be a judicial officer. There are prelims, which is an objective type paper. Then there is mains, where you have a written subjective paper, and then lastly we go for the interview, that is through via voice. Now after clearing all these 3 exams, you can be the leading judge of the country. Then you can be the judge of the district. Following on the promotions and your abilities, you can be promoted to high court, and in some cases to Supreme Court also. If we talk about post, there is civil judges of junior division, judicial magistrate of first class, which are eligible through exams. So if you aspire to be a judicial service, if you aspire to be a judge and you want to be a judicial officer, then this is the best path and the best career to follow. There is also consistent growth in it. We can see that which is promotion to district judges, high courts, judges, via experience or promotion, and in rare cases to Supreme Court judge, as I said already. If we talk about skills, then we need strong legal reasoning. अगर हम skills की बात करें कि आपको skill set की क्या जरूरत है, तो वो है आपकी strong legal reasoning, interpretation and ethics, which are very important and will play very important role in it. Then we have legal advisors. अब legal advisors क्या role play करते हैं? Legal advisors can be in law firms also and in government sectors also. तो इसके लिए हमें क्या qualification चाहिए? What is legal advisor? What do they do? A legal advisor is a law professional who provides legal guidance to businesses, government bodies, NGOs, or individuals. Usually in a non-litigation role, it is a prestigious, stable, and increasingly in demand career path for law graduates. Educational qualification जो आपको चाहिए वो है again LLB of 3 or 5 years, specialization in corporate law, constitutional law, IPR or international law can be helpful. आपको एक स्पेशलाइजेशन चाहिए कॉर्पोरेट लॉ में टू बी अ लीगल एडवाइजर, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ में, आईपीआर में या इंटरनेशनल लॉ कैन बी हेल्पफुल. वो आपके लिए हेल्पफुल साबित रहेगा अगर आपको एक लीगल एडवाइजर बनना है. दे वर्क इन लॉ फर्म्स. अब कहाँ पे काम कर सकते हैं लीगल एडवाइजर्स? दे कैन वर्क इन अ लॉ फर्म, कॉर्पोरेट लीगल टीम्स और गवर्नमेंट लीगल डिपार्टमेंट्स. गवर्नमेंट लीगल डिपार्टमेंट्स ऑल्सो हायर लीगल एडवाइजर. What the procedure, what the work they do is they have a good exposure to contract drafting, compliance, and regulatory matters is crucial. If we talk about the salary and the growth of a legal advisors, अगर हम सैलरी और ग्रोथ की बात करते हैं एज ए लीगल एडवाइजर्स, आपको क्या बेनिफिट है, क्या मॉनेटरी बेनिफिट्स मिलेंगे, तो वो है if you work from 0 to 3 of experience, you would get 4 to 5 LPA. अगर आपके पास 4 to 8 years का एक्सपीरियंस है एज अ लीगल एडवाइजर्स, then you would get 10 to 20 LPA. And 10 plus years of experience would get 25 LPA. Even 1 crore plus in big MNCs. So it's a very good opportunity if you want to grow big, you want to earn big as a legal advisor, as a law consultant. Then the corporate law is the best place you can fit in. And what about the government legal advisors? And if you talk about the government legal advisors, salaries are dependent upon the pay commission. Pay commission and the officer decided that what should be paid to the legal advisors in government departments. Can we move to the next slide? Can we move to the next slide? Yes. No. Before it. Can we move to the, can we move back? We are missing one slide.
Which one, Aditi?
Can you just zoom out? Can we just zoom out? After the additional career, there must be a corporate career. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And now we are talking about corporate careers. Earlier हमने देखा कि ट्रेडिशनल करियर में कैसे फॉलो किया जाता है, कैसे हम लिटिगेटर, जुडिशियल ऑफिसर और एक लीगल एडवाइजर बन सकते हैं. अब आता है कॉर्पोरेट करियर, which talks about big money and big firms, in-house counsels. And if you're interested in corporate careers, what all can we do? There are law firms. Firstly, अगर हम देखें तो there are law firms. There are big law firms. Working at a law firm is one of the most sought after legal career paths today. It offers structural work, high profile clients, specialized practices, and excellent financial rewards, especially in top tier firms. If you want to work in a top tier firms with high profile clients and cases, law firms are the best option. Right now, I am also working in a law firm in which I am engaged with a high profile case of a US client. So it is a very good opportunity if you want to grow big, if you want to learn more things about law firms and corporate world. Education again, अब इसमें education की क्या criteria है? Education again is needed of 3 to 5 years of law. Must have done internships. You must have done in many internships in building practical and skill and networking. Law firms पे जाने के लिए आपको एक skill presentation की बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत होती है. And to build skills, you can right now from the age you start your graduation, you can just engage in small firms, big firms, and they offer different internships also. Then you learn how the skill set works, how the firm works, what are the procedures. It is a very beneficial role to play in firms. Then you can learn, and then you can be hired by some law firms, or you can just direct apply to big law firms. Intern at different levels, firm across areas, litigation, corporate, IPR, tax. There are many fields in law firms. Performance in internships are the main criteria. If you perform well in your internships, there are many firms which offer placements also in your colleges, or they take directly the person. Many law firms recruit from campus placements, other accept direct application, later entries, or referrals. You can go through referrals also. Law firms is a very good opportunity if you want to grow big in corporate career. There are many stages in law firms also. There are many firms, but there are domestic firms, there are international firms. I can give you examples of domestic firms if you want to pursue. There are many domestic firms in India which grow big and offers you great money and great placements offer. That is Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas, Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, AZB and Partners, Khetan and Co., J. Sagar Associates are the biggest domestic law firms of India. And if we talk about international firms, there are Linklaters, Herbert Smith, Freehills, White and Case, DLA Piper, Baker and MC McKenzie. There are big international law firms. And if we talk about the salary ranges of a top tier law firms, they are, if you work in a top tier 1 firm, then you get 12 to 16 LPA or more. In mid-tier firms, you get 6 to 10 LPA. And in boutique firms, 3 to 6 LPA. International firms also offers you great LPAs of rupees 40 LPA and USD of 1 lakh plus. So it is a very great opportunity for the people who want to engage in corporate careers. They want to engage in compliance, drafting. And then we have in-house counsel. What does in-house counsel do? In-house counsel are lawyers who work within an organization, offer legal support, exclusivity to their employees in a corporate bank, startup, MNC, PSU, or NGOs. We need in-house counsels in corporates, in bank, in startups, in MNC. There are a wide range where in-house counsels are needed in corporate side. Unlike law firm lawyers, in-house counsel don't serve external clients but manage all internal legal matters. In-house counsel सारे internal matters को handle करते हैं, and it is a very good opportunity because the pressure and the load which law firms gives, in-house counsel have lesser than that, and they earn good amount of money also.
Yes, Miss Aditi, it's very nice point. And हम चाहेंगे कि आप थोड़ा सा ये जो कॉर्पोरेट वाला है बच्चों को थोड़ा सा और एलोबरेट करें कि कॉर्पोरेट से हम यहाँ पे समझ क्या रहे हैं, वो कैसे अपना एज ए लीगल एडवाइजर किसी फर्म में अपना जो रोल प्ले करते हैं, तो वो कॉर्पोरेट वाला और लॉ फर्म में जो है और इन हाउस काउंसिल में, इनमें स्टूडेंट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से जो है आप और एड ऑन करेंगे और उन तक की बात और अच्छे से पहुंच सकती है, मोटिवेटेड भी ज्यादा होंगे. वेरी गुड मैम.
जी, ओके. तो एज वी नो, हमें पता है कि जो लॉ फर्म्स है दे आर वर्ल्ड वाइड. जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया, ये इंटरनेशनली भी बहुत वाइड है और डोमेस्टिकली भी बहुत वाइड है. जो इंडियन लॉ फर्म्स है वो आपको बहुत सी एमिनिटीज, बहुत सी बेनिफिट्स भी देता है, बट इंटरनेशनल लॉ फर्म्स के लिए कैन ऑफर यू टू गो आउट ऑफ द कंट्रीज ऑल्सो. जो क्लाइंट्स होते हैं, द क्लाइंट्स law firms and international domestic law firms offers, they are international clients. They can offer you to go outside India also. You have a great opportunity to work outside India as well and earn good amount of money. If we see from a litigation perspective also and a corporate perspective also, जो litigation lawyers है, they they need to establish themselves in 4 to 5 years. They take lots of time to establish themselves. But in corporate career mein, you can achieve success within 2 or 3 years. आप ये 2-3 साल में corporate career में अगर enter करते हैं, then you can achieve a tremendous success rather than a litigation. If we compare litigation with corporate careers in India and outside India also. So law firms offer you great opportunities and a great significant growth also. अगर आप लॉ करने के बाद ये सोचते हैं कि आप एक कॉर्पोरेट करियर में जाना चाहते हैं, इफ यू वांट टू बी अ कॉर्पोरेट लॉयर, तो लॉ फर्म्स, इन हाउस काउंसिल्स आर द बेस्ट ऑप्शंस टू ऑफर यू. Law firms give you wide range of incomes and growth consistently. Whereas in-house counsel, you can turn into in-house counsel once working with big law firms. Once you have worked with big law firms, you want to now work domestically, you can turn into in-house counsel. You can just then work for in-house counsel. In-house counsel work internally with internal clients, and they offer great money. So if you want to pursue corporate career, then I think you should not think once or twice. Then you should go for big law firms and you should focus on your internships, and then you can focus on how to grow your skill set. Because skill set is the most important thing you can offer in corporate career.
अच्छा अदिति जी, एक बात मैं भी आपसे पूछना चाहूंगा विद्यार्थियों की तरफ से, अभिभावकों की तरफ से भी, कि कॉर्पोरेट करियर में जो जैसे कि आप पहले कंडीशंस बता रहे थे कि आपको 3 साल का अनुभव होना चाहिए तब जाके आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, तो क्या ऐसा जो है लॉ फर्म में जाने के लिए या कॉर्पोरेट में जाने के लिए या इन हाउस काउंसलर बनने के लिए क्या कोई मिनिमम ऐसा क्राइटेरिया है एक्सपीरियंस का, वो भी आप विद्यार्थियों को बताते हुए चलेंगे? जी
लॉ फर्म्स के लिए एंटर करने के लिए यू नीड एक्सपीरियंस फ्रॉम 0 to 3 years. 0 to 3 years means that after graduation you can enter a law firm. I also entered a law firm after my graduation.
Very nice.
Yes. So after graduation you can enter law firms, because in law, to enter law firms also, अगर आपके पास additional experience होगा internships का, जो कि आप law के साथ साथ भी कर सकते हैं. जब आप लॉ परस्यू कर रहे हैं, यू कैन फाइल योरसेल्फ फॉर द इंटर्नशिप एट द स्मॉलर लॉ फर्म्स और बिगर लॉ फर्म्स एज पर योर प्रेफरेंस. आप उनके साथ इंटर्नशिप कर सकते हैं, एंड इंटर्नशिप करने के बाद देन आफ्टर योर ग्रेजुएशन व्हेन यू विल अप्लाई फॉर लॉ फर्म्स, तब आपको एक बड़ा सैलरी हाइक भी मिल सकता है अपॉन द कैपेबिलिटीज यू हैव, अपॉन द स्किल सेट यू हैव. So it is a very good option, career option for you to enter corporate world. And in-house counsel gradually आप बनते हैं. After graduation you cannot be in in-house counsel, but after working for significant years in a law firm, then you can turn yourself into in-house counsel, which offers a great exposure for national and international clients. So it is a very good career to pursue, and you need a very good experience in it also, plus your skill sets. Can we move to the next slide? Yes, if we talk about the new emerging fields in law, what are the new emerging fields in law? What do you understand by the new emerging fields in law? There are many fields in law. आप अभी देख सकते हैं कि अब जमाना AI का आ गया है. There is AI interpretation in the world right now. तो बहुत से लोगों को जॉब इनसिक्योरिटीज है कि अगर हमने ये फॉलो नहीं किया, अगर हम लोग लिटिगेशन में आते हैं, अगर हम लॉ में आते हैं, तो व्हाट इज द बेनिफिट जो हम 2025 या अपकमिंग ईयर से कोप अप कर सकते हैं. तो मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगी कि देयर आर मेनी न्यू एंड इमर्जिंग फील्ड्स इन लॉ. बहुत से न्यू इमर्जिंग फील्ड्स आ रही है लॉ में, जो कि AI से कंपैरेटिवली साथ साथ चलती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल साइबर लॉज. नाउ विल लुक अपॉन द साइबर लॉ. Cyber law, also known as internet law or information technology law, is a dynamic and fast growing field in legal profession. ये एक बहुत ज्यादा emerging और fast growing technology है. It is a dynamic and fast growing field in legal profession. और ये legal profession में भी बहुत ज्यादा fast growing है. आप देख सकते हैं कि बहुत ज्यादा साइबर थ्रेट्स होते हैं, साइबर क्राइम्स होते हैं, आजकल बहुत ज्यादा स्कैम हो चल रहे हैं इंटरनेट पे. तो उन सबको प्रोटेक्ट कैसे कर सकते हैं? उन सबको प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं साइबर क्राइम लॉयर्स, साइबर क्राइम लिटिगेशन लॉयर्स आपको प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं फ्रॉम दीज साइबर क्राइम्स. तो अगर आपको परस्यू करना है अपना करियर as a cyber crime litigation lawyer, तो it is a very good field you choose, because ये अभी comparatively अगर देखा जाए 2025 में वे hand in hand चल रही है. This is a very good career option for you. अब साइबर क्राइम लॉयर बनने के लिए आपको किन लीगल इशू से रिलेटेड करना पड़ता है? यू हैव टू रिलेट विद डिजिटल कम्युनिकेशन, डाटा प्रोटेक्शन, साइबर क्राइम, इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी इन साइबर स्पेस एंड मोर. You need a wide range of knowledge in cyber law to become a cyber litigation lawyer. अगर आप interested है, if you want to learn more about cyber law, या आप बहुत ज़्यादा interested है, then you have a subject, a special cyber law in your duration of your graduation. आप उसमें masters कर सकते हैं, then you can be a good litigation lawyer in it. So it is a very good and new emerging field in India. So the career option for the cyber law or cyber crime lawyers, legal advisors for tech firms. आप एक बड़ी बड़ी tech firms के लिए भी as a cyber litigation lawyer work कर सकते हैं. Cyber lawyer consultants are also being prevalent right now in India. You can work in big law firms as a cyber lawyer. In big tech companies जैसे कि Google हो गया. Google is a very big tech company. Microsoft हो गया. इंटरनेशनली भी इसका स्कोप है वो बहुत वाइड है. अगर आपको साइबर लॉयर बनना है, इफ यू वांट टू गो इन अ साइबर फील्ड, देयर आर साइबर क्राइम सेल्स यू कैन वर्क फॉर इन इंडिया. अगर गवर्नमेंट की बात करें तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ऑल्सो हैव अ साइबर क्राइम सेल. यू कैन वर्क एज अ लिटिगेशन लॉयर देयर ऑल्सो इफ यू आर interested in cyber law. International organization in UN also you offer a wide range of lawyers, wide range of legal consultant in. And now if we come to intellectual property rights, which is IPR. In IPR there is a career, it's a prestigious and a growing field, intellectual property law. Especially in today's knowledge driven and innovation based economy, IPR deals with legal protection of creations of mind. अब आप देख सकते हैं कि बहुत ज्यादा कॉपीराइट्स होते हैं इंडिया में. कॉपीराइट इज व्हेन the creation of an individual is stolen by the other individual. If you are a very creative person, suppose you have created a song and it is copied by the other person, then you can file a application in the court, then you can file a petition in the court demanding that your intellectual property has been violated. That is your own creation, and to protect that you can be an intellectual property lawyer as well, IPR lawyer, and it is a very good and emerging field in 2005 as well. IPR deals with legal protection of creation of minds such as inventions, artist works, trademarks, brand names, designs, and trade secrets. If you are very much interested in trademarks, brand names, designs, and trade secrets, then you can specialize in this particular field through your masters. If you want to do masters in it, then you can do masters in IPR. It is a there is a very wide scope nationally and internationally of IPR. And it is a great and immense emerging field in law. There are many benefits and many big roles which IPR can offer you. You can be an IPR lawyer, patent attorney, trademark attorney, IPR analyst, examiner of IPR analyst, legal advisors in creative industries as well, academic policy expert also. So IPR cyber law offers you great, immense opportunities to work. And if we talk about environmental law is a powerful and increasing essential legal field focused on protecting the environment. And if you're environment friendly and you care too much about the environment, then what you can do is you can pursue in environmental law. Environmental law is a growing field, emerging field in India because of the environmental pollution and for the environmental awareness people are carrying nowadays and the environmental protection need nowadays. It is a very good field to barge into. Regulating natural resources and ensuring sustainability development. They ensures that there is a regulating natural resources and ensure sustainability development. It has a wide scope of range in United Nations front also. It combines legal and expertise with ecological awareness to address climate change, pollution, biodiversity loss, land degradation, forest rights, and more. If you are an environmental person and you want to secure the environment and you are even interested in it, then environmental law is a very good field and a very emerging field. You can be an environmental lawyer, a policy advisor, environmental activist, which are needed right now in the country and had a wide range of scope also. And if we talk about tech and AI law, tech and AI law, you know that 2025 onwards, it is the era of AI. And if you want to go hand in hand with the people, can go on hand in hand with the world right now, then it is the best career option you can choose. Technology and artificial intelligence law is one of the most futuristic, high demanded and involving field in Indian legal profession. It focuses on governing emerging technologies like AI, blockchain, big data, machine learning, robotics, and digital platform, ensuring that innovations aligns with ethics, human rights, and the law. It protects human rights also and laws also, and your innovations also. So tech AI law is an emerging field and it is a very good opportunity if you are into tech and you want to go hand in hand with the world right now. You can be a tech lawyer, AI law consultant, data protection officer, which is also known as DPO in India. You can be a policy advisor. You can be a cyber law plus AI litigator. You can be a legal tech innovator as well. Then an academic researcher in tech law. So these all emerging fields in law are going to benefit you in future. If you try and study these all laws in today's time, and if you want to pursue these laws in today's time, it's gonna definitely help you in future because these are emerging, these are new laws, and nobody has touched these places right now. And you can just expertise these laws and become a very good name in India or outside India if you want to go in firms or big firms. This is a very good field you can barge into. And next we talk about the skills. अब आपको skills क्या चाहिए? What are the skills to build for legal career? What skills do you need? Because without skill set, nothing is possible in 2005 and coming years. You need skills, you need knowledge through books, yes, but to be a good person, to be a good advocate, to be a good legal advisor, to be a good person of a legal background, you need these skills into you. So if you work on these skills right now, I assure you that in upcoming years, you can be a big name in India. You can be a big person and big name in Indian legal system. So for these things, you need strong communication. First we go for is a strong communication. Strong communication skills are essential for a success legal career. अगर आपके अंदर एक स्ट्रॉन्ग कम्युनिकेशन होगा, अगर आप अपनी बात बता सकते हैं आगे लोगों को, इफ यू हैव अ ग्रेट वॉइस, ग्रेट पावर, ग्रेट ऑरा, देन इट इज इजी फॉर यू टू कन्विंस द अदर पर्सन. तो आपके लिए बहुत इजी हो जाता है कि आप किसी सामने वाले इंसान को परस्यू कर सकते हैं, और विच इज वेरी इसेंशियल इफ यू वांट टू फॉलो दिस करियर. If you want to come in legal side, legal background, you need to have a very great and strong communication system for clear legal arguments. हमें strong communication system चाहिए clear legal arguments के लिए. Lawyers must articulate complex legal concepts in simple and convincing way, both in writing and speaking. आपको strong communication skills चाहिए, not even through your voice, not even through the way you speak, but also through the writing. You need a strong communication skills through writing so that you can pursue the person standing in front of you. For the client communication, you need to converse yourself with client. For that, you need a strong communication. In courtroom advocacy, and if you are in a court, my friend, then you need a courtroom advocacy. Then how you can convince a judge standing in front of you? How can you convince the people standing in front of you? For that, you need a clear-cut communication, very strong communication, very bold communication. You need confidence in yourself. If you want to negotiate yourself with other person, and if you are negotiating your client with other clients, then you need negotiation skills. These are the skills you need to build a legal career. You need great communication for public speaking. You need to have great communication so that you can speak fluently and clearly and confidently in front of public. For cross-cultural and multilingual communications also. If you want to go in a big law firms, big legal firms, and for turning into in-house counsels also, like I have said you earlier, then you need multilingual skills also. You need to have a good fluency in English, in other languages if you prefer, in Hindi, in English, and in your local language also. So if you have a linguistic control on yourself, then you are a great option for this career. If you have a strong communication, then you can be a leading superstar in this legal career. The next we go is the analytical thinking. And if we think about the analytical thinking, you need good analytic thinking in case analysis, in legal research, in problem solving, in argument evaluation, decision making, and risk management. For all these purposes, you need a great analytical thinking. In the field of law, you have a very good scope if your analysis based on the subject is very right and very accurate. It is good for your judiciary examinations also, for your big law firms also, you turn into an in-house counsel also, and for your other preparations also. Analytical thinking is the one thing a legal person with a legal background must need. If we think about the research skills, here we go. The research skills is a very important skill that you need to have if you want to grow in the legal field. If you want to become an advocate, a litigator, then you need good research skills to understand the law. To analyze the case, you need to have research skills. For drafting legal documents, if you want to draft a legal document, you need to research it because everything depends in law of the research. When you graduate and you complete your BA LLB or any other LLB with any other subject, then it is a very important step to have a research skill which are taught to you in law school. When you go into law school, you will be taught that how to research things, how to make a research paper, how to pursue further with researching things in your subjects. So it is a very good opportunity if you are interested in research thinking and for the academic and policy work also. For judicial work also, research is very important. And if we talk about confidence and presence, like I have told you earlier, in courtroom advocacy, you need confidence and presence of mind. Presence of mind is very important in legal background. You must have a presence of mind and you must not barge or you must not fumble. If you want in a courtroom advocacy, you must not fumble because if you fumble, then there is a break of communication with the judge. There must be a client trust, negotiations, public speaking, judicial demeanor, and professional reputation. These all skills are needed for it. So my friend, for a great legal career and to build yourself and to follow this path of a legal career, you need all these skills. And these are the most important skills you can pursue for. And if we talk about judiciary and UPSC with examinations, there are several judicial examinations and UPSC with law. In UPSC with law, you have examinations which are conducted by the state of other states like UP, Bihar, MP, Delhi, Haryana. Then you can just pursue. Eligibility criteria here again we have given is LLB degree plus 22 plus years of age. You must be 22 years plus for being eligible to give judicial service examination. Post civil judge, junior division, district judge, these are all criteria you can fill your judicial examination with. We have UPSC with law options. Law graduates extremely perform well in UPSC and other examination, other state examination. If you have done law and you have a law background and you want to pursue UPSC, then it is a very good option if you continue with your career in law. Because law graduates perform great in GS2 polity and GS4 ethics and essay writing. Because lawyer is not the one who has a limited knowledge. Lawyer is the one who has all the knowledge of every subject. An education path in India, if we talk about law education path in India, judicial services, can we go to the last slide? Yes. If we talk about the law education path in India, then after 12th, there is a 5-year program. 5-year program that follows with BA LLB, BBA LLB, BCom LLB. You can do through CLAT. There is a CLAT examination to goes in for you to go into national law universities as well. There's AILET, SLAT. These are all the examinations you can do and conduct to become a lawyer, to become a law graduate person. And you can do it with BA, your graduation with BBA and your BCom also. So this is after 12th and 5-year programs you can pursue. And after graduation, what you can do is, if you do not want to follow 5-year programs of law, then after graduation, you can do is 3-year LLB. You can do 3-year LLB after your graduation and your expertise in a subject, which is through, you can do it through different colleges and different law colleges. There are many law colleges who offer great after graduation LLB programs. Through DU you can do through PU and etc. There are many law colleges that offers you great education after 3 years of law. The top colleges you have in India are national law schools. For national law schools, you need to clear CLAT, CLAT. You have an examination to enter into national law universities. You can pursue through CLAT. You have to give the examination of CLAT and different examination. Then you have National Law School of Bangalore, NA, LSAR. Then you have Hyderabad, Symbiosis Law School, Faculty of Law. You have Delhi University, government law colleges in Mumbai and other places. So they are the top law colleges, and you can pursue your career in law through these colleges and many more other colleges you want to pursue. You can do it for 5 years program also. You can do after 3 years of graduation also. So this is the law education you can follow in India. So if you guys, if anyone of you have any questions from me, you can just ask. If you have any doubts, you can clear your doubts. You can ask your questions and I'm ready for it.
Thank you very much, Ms. Aditi Mehta ji, for sharing such a great presentation and great ideas for our students who can pursue law as a career in their upcoming years. And I hope Madam Aditi ji ने हमारे सभी स्टेक होल्डर्स की जो क्वेरीज होती हैं, जो किसी भी करियर को लेके जो डाउट्स होते हैं और क्या पर्सपेक्टिव उनका होता है, उसके सभी चीज़ों को जो है वो कवर किया है अदिति जी ने. और हमारे जो स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं, स्पेशली स्कूल लीडर्स हैं, हमारे टीचर्स हैं और पेरेंट्स से भी रिक्वेस्ट है कि ये भी एक करियर हो सकता है। और बहुत, जैसे बीच में मैं बहुत ध्यान से सुन रहा था, अदिति वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट LPAs, big remunerations. We can talk about the packages. तो कॉर्पोरेट में जैसे हमारे इंजीनियर्स, डॉक्टर्स, बाकी जो फील्ड्स में जो हमारे बच्चे बहुत अच्छा नाम कर रहे हैं, दे कैन गो फॉर करियर एज ए लॉयर। सो बहुत अच्छा जो है आगे सबके लिए स्कोप है। और सभी स्टेक होल्डर्स से, प्रिंसिपल साहिबान से हमारी रिक्वेस्ट है कि जब भी आपकी बातचीत हो असेंबली में, प्रेयर्स में, जब भी बातचीत बच्चों से हो, तो सभी करियर, हम इस सीरीज में सभी करियर्स के एक्सपर्ट्स को बुला के उनके लेक्चर्स यहाँ पे करा रहे हैं। उसका मकसद यही है कि हमारे बच्चों तक वो बात पहुंचे कि वो अपने करियर के लिए अपनी एबिलिटीज के अकॉर्डिंग, अपने एप्टीट्यूड के अकॉर्डिंग, अपनी इंटरेस्ट के अकॉर्डिंग अपना करियर चूज करें, ना कि किसी की कॉपी करके वो अपना करियर बनाए। So we are very grateful to Miss Aditi Mehta, the legal consultant in a big firm. And Aditi जी, जो भी क्वेश्चंस हमारे लाइव वेबिनार में आएंगे यूट्यूब पे, चैनल पे हमारे पे, वो हम जरूर आपको पोस्ट करेंगे, एंड देन वी विल गेट बैक टू यू एंड बैक टू आवर स्टेक होल्डर्स फॉर देयर क्वेरीज. At the last but not the least, I want to express my, as a coordinator of this program, express my heartfelt gratitude to Miss Aditi Mehta ji, our worthy director Sri Samvartak Singh ji for his guidance, and our worthy additional director Sri Sunil Bajaj ji, and our worthy deputy director Madam Saroj Daya ji, who is very keen in such career options, and our worthy deputy director Sri Virender Nara ji for their guidance and their quick responses whenever we need help. They are there. So I'm very grateful to my head of the department, Madam Susila Dalkanji. Also, she has a good faith in me as a coordinator that we'll do it, and we'll try to reach out the last student of our class who can choose law as a career. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you.